Welcome back everyone. ATCG League Series tournament, tournament number 8 for this season. Congratulations Stefanos, first place once more. Any words about the tournament?
We're starting with a new format today, and I think Soul Fusion has made a very good impact in the game. Like, it had support for so many decks, it has pretty much impacted the meta in a way that will never change back.
Okay, and what do you play today?
I'm playing Altergeist. I felt like I had to try the deck out at least once to see how good it would be against Thunder Dragons. Unfortunately, I didn't face any Thunder Dragons. I played against Trickstars, Sky Strikers, and PK Hero. Pretty much anything else other than Thunder Dragons. Well, the deck did really well. I thought I would bring a lot more than I did. So.
Okay, so you played twice against Sky Striker, one against PK Heroes and
Trickster.
One against Trickstar, 4-0. Okay, let's see your deck, please.
So, before we start, I want to say that I'm missing a couple cards. I've ordered them or I've lent them to my friend who went to the YCS London, so that's why I had a few proxies. So, I have 3 multi-fakers. Pretty much the best card in the deck. Like, this card gave the deck what it needed, a way to bring out monsters a lot faster. And it has synergy with trap cards that can activate from the hand. Like today, against Sky Strikers in one game, I resolved like 2 evenly matched and had this as well. I still lost because he activated 3 engages with +1 like in one turn. I couldn't grind that, but that card has a very good synergy with evenly matched. 3 Melusic. Level 1 monster that can pretty much pop anything and search anything, very good. I also run 1-for-1 because I think this card is too powerful to not play like at its maximum potential with 1-for-1. And 3 Marionetter to set all the traps and recycle from the graveyard, and this is the only reason you can win the grind game. 2 Melusic, Silkitus. I run Desires, so I think I have to run 2 because you need it if you banish the 1. But you can still play if you banish both, but it'll just be not that powerful. And the 1 can carry. This card is very, very good. People have cut it, I don't know why. It's just 1 card and it's not even a brick because you always have a Altergeist card in the field, like most of the times. And you can negate some really good cards like Multi-Roll, which will get your opponent a lot of advantage and you can pretty much stop them from doing that. And for the hand traps, play 3 Ash, Standard and Generic. And I went back to main deck in 3 Draw. I think this card is the best hand trap against Thunder Dragons because all the others are very lackluster. Thunder Dragons can do pretty much anything, like summon from the grave, search, special from the deck. This card will stop their turn not completely, they will still have like a Colossus on the field, but it's way easier to play around than having like 2 Colossus and a Titan, and this card is really good against Sky Strikers. If you can stop them from a turn, then you can establish your board so you won't let them play during the next turn. For spells, play 2 Desires, 1 Duality, and a 1-for-1. Very low spell count, like it just should be in an Altergeist deck. This card was Upstart initially, but I felt like it was not that bad to play Duality, even if I run 1-for-1, because just running 1-1, the chance of opening both is like very low. And this card is mandatory, I guess. Not really, but why not have a +2 in a deck that you don't really care what you banish. For the Altergeist traps, play 2 Protocol, 2 Manifestation. There's a reason I bumped Manifestation up to 2 and I'll explain later. Normally I would play 2-1, even with Desires, but a new addition from Soul Fusion makes this card worth playing it too. And Protocol is Protocol. 3 Spoofing, because you want to have as many starters as possible. With 3 Spoofing, 3 Multi-Faker, 3 Melusic and a 1-for-1 you have 10 starters, which is 2 more than pure Sky Strikers. So basically technically it's a more consistent deck, but it's not really. 3 Impermanence, the best hand trap in this deck specifically because it has synergy with Multi-Faker. If you go second and you open Impermanence Multi-Faker, you're pretty much going to win, unless your opponent has like opened like a Soul Charge and they're playing Goki and something. So yeah, and I've lent this to my friend who was attending YCS London, so that's why I proxed them. I main decked all 5 Solemns. There's no reason to not play all 5, like if you're playing a trap deck going first, because this card, like just having 1 strike can sometimes end the Sky Striker's turn. And Thunder Dragons will not be able to summon like a lot of monsters with these, but you can strike the first Colossus, then you can make a second one. So that's why you need to have like multiples and if you want to stop the field completely. And against Goki, if you hit Firewall, then it's pretty much going to be the game. Imperial Order, this card's a blowout against Sky Striker, and it's very good against Thunder Dragon. They have like a lot of really good spells. Like Instant Fusion and Gold Sarcophagus are the best starters, and they're playing draw cards as well, playing Allure, Desires. Thunder Dragon Fusion is another big one, so you can stop that as well. And 2 Trap Trick, the new addition from Soul Fusion. Again, I'm proxying 1 because I only have 1. This card, like, its main point is not even to be used like for the traps in the main deck. Like, for targets, the main deck have 3 impermanence and 2 manifestation, which is the reason I play 2 manifestations so I can banish one and set the other one. But this card, like, makes the side deck faster, if that makes sense. When you play normal traps in the side deck, instead of running 3 copies, like, you can run 5 copies. Like, you can run Apocrypha, Heavy Storm Duster, and it even works with evenly matched, so it has very good application, and I really like this card. For the extra deck, the only monsters you basically summon are these 5. Like, I don't think I summoned any other, like, I didn't even summon this. This is here for when you are unlucky enough to hit Waking the Dragons with Melusik, and you need to summon Hextee and the extra monsters and put this under it, so it'll become 3600 to get over Ultimate Falcon. But 3 Hextia, I think you can go through 3 like in a lot of games, and Link Ribble is Link Ribble for Melusik. Akashic, another good card to get rid of like Colossus in the main monster zone, or sometimes it can work against the Spectre board if your opponent plays it under the extra monster zone. Mermaid, for when they give you the Ibli. 3 Nightmares. Just having the option in the extra deck is not bad. I'm not running Reapers, so I think like I have a very free extra deck, so I can put whatever I want. Ningirsu, this deck has problems getting rid of board load, and you cannot make your own board load that easily, because if you use Multi-Faker, you cannot summon any other monsters than Altergeist. So making this is way easier than board load, and you can get rid of it by sending a card to the grave. Trisbaena for the mirror match, or True Draco and Paleozoics. Topologic, because it can steal games in these 2, board sword, board load. Just to have the option. You rarely summon them, but having them here is okay, because you can never be too sure of what you're going to face. And for the side deck, 3 Pankratops. This card's amazing. This card is broken. Like, thank God it's a common. If it was a secret, it would be like 50 years. Going second, this card against decks that try to grind like Sky Strikers, Paleozoic, and Altergeist, this card will pretty much single-handedly win you the game, because it's a free monster that they don't have anything bigger than it, and when they have the out, you can just distribute it to pop another card so you can get the advantage rolling. 3 Inspector Border, mainly for the mirror match, but it is okay against other dragons. If they don't open Instant Fusion, then they won't be able to play, but if they open Instant Fusion, then it's pretty much a dead card. But if you want to take the risk and side it against other Rangas going first, you can do that. And against Altergeist, if they don't have Arcane Permanence or Torrential, they can't do anything. 3 Evenly. This card especially, I was thinking of mating use at a point, but I felt like I had too many going second cards, so I wanted to play this inside it. But with Multi-Faker, it's very powerful, because you can pretty much generate so much advantage if you resolve it. 3 Duster, another card that makes Trap Trick a lot better against Altergeist and Trickstar Sky Strikers or Pure. You can do whatever you want during the end phase, hit the Trap Trick, and Heavy Storm Duster to the back row, and then you can proceed your plays without any problems. And 3 Rivalry, these are going to become Apocrypha eventually. We don't have that many Thunder Dragons right now, they're locals, but we'll have more eventually. So I'm gonna change these for Apocrypha, because it's the only card in this deck that will help you get rid of the entire board. Book of Eclipse is another good card, but not in this deck, because you don't have a way to get rid of multiple monsters when you put them all face down. This is for like a Goki deck, or something that can OTK, or a Danger that can like bring too many monsters on the field. So yeah, Rivalry is not that good, but Apocrypha is so much better.
Okay. Thank you very much, Stefanos. Any last word about the tournament?
No, I think we will have very diverse formats. Today is YCS London. I want to see how this will go, because we still don't have Summon Sorcerers, so I'm thinking Thunder Dragons are going to take it by storm. But we're waiting for Hidden Summoners. We'll see what we'll get there. But so far, I'm enjoying the game phases right now.
So your opinion about the YCS London is that Thunder Dragon win?
Yes, for sure. Like unless Sky Strikers have like found the perfect way to counter it, I think Thunder Dragons are going to be like more than 20 in the top 32 probably. I think it's the best deck by far. At least here, we don't have Summon Sorcerers.
Probably we can see few Paleozoics top in Europe, because...
Yeah, we did see a top 4 Paleozoic like in the last YCS. I think that was very unexpected. Another like example of how powerful Trap Trick is. Maybe here will become even more popular, who knows. And Burning Abyss also got a really good boost by Soul Fusion with Tetsunoko.
I think they have the advantage because there is no Summon Sorcerer in
Europe. Summon Sorcerer is like makes the game so much different.
Okay. Thank you very much, Stefanos, again.
Thank you, and we have our email down in the description if you want to send us any video so we can upload. Well, that will be very much appreciated.